Athletics are on.
CCM baseball.
CCM volleyball.
CCM basketball. Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM's women's soccer. It's on.
9 athletics programs.
CCM softball. It's on.
CCM golf. It's on.
Esports? Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM, County College of Morris. Go Titans!
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than modern acupuncture. Modern acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
If you're not getting the most comfort out of your system, check this out. Like the rest of your neighbors, you want your home to be as comfortable and inviting as possible. It's no surprise with the winter storms around here. The demand for system repairs are way up, which means waiting around for a while for a technician to show up and having to be stuck feeling uncomfortable for a long time. Which is why at ICS, we make sure to service your home quickly and efficiently so you can get back to feeling warm and comfortable again. So if you don't want to spend your winter freezing your butt off, visit our website, icshvac.com.
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts your game? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com, or call or text me at 973-713-5944.
Sherman's Elite Club Loan Officer Midge Vandelinda of Loan Depot is your go-to person for home loans, whether it's a new home mortgage or a refinance of your current home, and she specializes in renovations for those who want to add on and fix up. Because of her extensive knowledge of loan programs, problem-solving skills, and steadfast commitment to customer service, Midge ensures that each borrower receives superior guidance as they pursue one of the most personal investments of their lifetime. Reach out to her today at 973-202-0992 or mvandelinda@loandepot.com.
Hey guys, Pat Glory here. Just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Pinnacle Athletic Development. If you haven't heard about it, it's run by Mike Kennedy. He's been doing this for 20 years, best in the business. Trained some of the best, New Jersey high school wrestling athletes.
What's up, guys? This is Charlie Cunningham out of Seton Hall Prep, New Jersey. I'm currently a Division III college wrestler, and I want to give a quick shout out to Pinnacle Athletic Development in Parsippany, New Jersey. I just think that training there in and out of season, year-round, always kept me ready for any competition. The individualized training that Mike Kennedy provides at Pinnacle really just, I don't think can be matched anywhere else.
Hi, my name is Cameron Sanz. I've been training at Pinnacle for 2.5 years. I recently just won the New Jersey State Championship, and I would recommend Pinnacle to all the athletes out there.
I was born fast. Parisi made me faster.
I thought I could jump. Parisi brought me to new heights.
I wasn't always quick. Parisi made me lightning fast.
Strength was never my strength. Parisi changed all that.
Cimino & Philippone is a New Jersey-based law firm with offices in Morristown and Hazlitt, devoted to providing quality legal representation and personal attention in the areas of residential and commercial real estate, estate planning, and personal injury. Contact Joe Philippone at 203-0060 or by email at jphilippone@cf-lawfirm.com.
The goal, we reset, and TJ Santata has it for the Vikings. Santata brings it right past two defenders. Look at this speed in the open ice. Santata, great stick handling, great shot. Here's Carlotti in the end zone. It is caught. Charge. Good for the pass. Here's a shot right in front. Score!
And that is a base hit. The run will score. And
freshman Polachek gets the strike.
Anthony Grosso is going to make sure that the Wolfpack fans go home happy.
Olsen, Grosso for three. He got it! Ah!
Here at Vernon Arena, we welcome you to a real big matchup in the MCSS IHL's Haas Division. We've got the Vernon Vikings and the Gill St. Bernard's Knights here on Morris Sussex Sports. Brett Luthner, David Hashagen here with you. And this one is going to be all the things for the contest tonight. A GSB team 2-4 in this Haas Division going up against the Vernon squad that's just ahead of them in the standings at 3-3. GSB won their first meeting, a meeting that was a little testy at the end of the night.
We like to use the word snarl in terms of games. We used it a lot in the first game here tonight, Brett. The last game, there were things I like to call incidents, to put it mildly. And these are two squads that are going to look to get after this one, but at the same time, discipline's going to be key tonight because this is a critical game. Because if Gill wins this game, they are into the 4th spot in the Haas standings. Yep. They're in the playoffs. Vernon is out. Right now, the roles are reversed. Vernon, we know offensively what they can do. They can shoot the lights out. If they do that tonight, they pretty much secure their spot. If they don't, and Gill gets the win here tonight and they're ill-disciplined, all of a sudden the roles reverse.
Vernon got off to a real hot start, but it has cooled off. They've lost 3 in a row, 4 of their last 5, which includes games, losses against Mount Olive, Mahoha, as we know, against Gill. Also, Bernards and Newton in the division below them. So it's been a bad run of form lately for a team that started out 5-2.
Yeah, and the one thing they still have is an incredible top line of Dylan Shea, Evan Steinbach, and Devin England, as well as Lucas Brennan, who's had a good season as well from the blue line. And this is a Vernon team that can score. Again, though, you're dealing with Max Badu in net, who's not normally a goaltender, and we've talked about the challenges of that as a ice player transitioning to goal. It's the second year of it. You're still learning the trade. And so you're going to have to outscore teams, and they've done that at times, but recently, defensively, teams have figured out how to shut them down a little bit. They have to break through tonight if they're going to beat a very good goaltender on the opposite side of the ice.
But Dylan Shea's got 23 goals and 23 assists. Evan Steinbach 21 and 15. So those guys can put the puck in the net. On the other side for Gill St. Bernard's, they've had they won their last time out against Park Regionals, another team that you take lightly there. They still have to play Mahoha twice and Montville to finish things up in the division. But still, with an opportunity to jump Vernon for that 4th spot.
Yeah, you can control your own destiny if you win this game if you're Gill. So, obviously, Mahoha, the 2 games there are going to be very, very tough. You maybe try to split those 2 games and then try to get a win against Montville at the end of the season. But it's not going to be an easy road for the Gill St. Bernard's Knights, that's for sure. But it starts with a rough test tonight against Vernon. This is going to be a really intriguing game.
Alex Steinberg comes in with a .943 save percentage. He's given up 13 goals in 8 games. Craig Rossi, Rob Imbriaco are the officials for this one. One last little bit.
Making sure the mouthpieces are in.
Yep.
This game could be called very, very tightly, Brett.
Well, considering that the first time around it got a little testy, and everybody's got to get the mouthpieces in, and
Rossi just giving him that look.
yeah,
like,
Craig's just like, come on, guys.
Like, really? We haven't even dropped the puck the first time. We're all night.
Rossi.
I'll be here all night is right.
Rossi, the head of officiating for the region, correct?
Executive Committee Secretary as well for the NIHOA Metro New York, New Jersey chapter.
Brought in the big boss for this one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, when you have everything that happened in the last two matchup between these two, you better believe you're going to have this one watched over by the higher power, if you will.
The higher power. Is Vince McMahon about to come out of the corner? Or is that
Lord. No chance. That's what you got.
We could have played that for Craig. That'd be fun.
Anyway.
All in fun, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes.
Puck goes behind the net. I don't foresee Craig doing the Vince McMahon strut, though.
No, just have him skate out.
I don't think anybody. Well,
no. I'm not saying in skates you're doing it. Just go out there with the same play.
Yes.
Triple H doing the mocking the Vince strut is just the best thing ever.
Come on now.
Center ice and back in the other way. Porter Clark, number 2.
And remember, too, Vernon also had a couple of snarly moments with BSM in their last game as well. So this is going to be watched closely in terms of the discipline on this side. And they're going to have to keep it tonight because, A, it's a very good Gill St. Bernard's team that you cannot give up any opportunity to. B, you're not secure. So the biggest thing you need to focus on is hockey other than anything else.
Sent back into the zone. Long pass on up ahead. Dylan Shea will get on the end of it. Shea tried to thread one through that time for Devin England, number 23. They couldn't connect. England trying to get to a loose puck.
Nice play by Logan Mode as well on the back check.
Check in the corner. Porter Clark into a push and shove match with Devin England. Down goes Clark. England steps around him. Nearly got the puck back, but now out go the Knights. And to the zone is Logan Moat, number 21. His shot save made by Badu, and he's going to hold on. One thing about this matchup, Dylan Shea, 23 goals, 23 assists. He scored 66 goals in his high school career to this point.
That's insane.
And 67 assists.
That's crazy. His line partner, Mr. Steinbach, is pretty good at that as well.
He's halfway decent.
But they also have a good pair on the other side in the Moat brothers.
That shot save made and hold on.
And the maturation process of Badu, the goaltender.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And again, you have seen the improvement because, again, he took over last year, did a pretty good job in the circumstances. Again, because you, as you know, Brett, learning the goaltender position is like the moon if you're a skater. So you do see every single game, you see him improve a little by little, and he's been solid at times for Vernon. There have just been times when he's faced enough shots where a bunch are going to go in the net.
Yeah, by the way, that Evan Steinbach kid,
also pretty good.
He's also pretty good. He's got 56 goals and 47 assists for his high school career.
Just wish he played in public.
I was about to say, because he would have been playing for who?
100 Central.
Yeah. Do you know them for some reason?
Maybe. That's okay. They're doing pretty well, though, for their own right, in a very, very, very black and blue kind of conference in the Skyland.
Right.
Where BSM came out of. We know what kind of hockey they like to play.
It's a bruising conference, that.
And only 6 teams, is it not? I think
yes,
now.
6 teams this year.
And you saw one of them, and you guys saw one of them on Monday.
Watchung Hills, yes.
How'd that game go, by the way?
Dominant performance from Knowles.
Knowles won? Okay.
Yeah. 5-0.
With very cool jerseys, by the way. That was their military.
You missed it.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on the screen. Yeah,
and very cool to see both teams doing it, by the way, again.
Shot and a save made and held on to by Steinberg.
The Warriors. The last time I did a game that included Watchung Hills was probably back in 2009 when Central played them on the road. In the woods where their football field is.
Kate Nikolai and Balin Schenkman have arrived in the building.
And are waving to their compatriots on the Gill St. Bernard's bench. I'm assuming that's Charlotte Binder or Elise Cantu or Paige Brucker that they are waving to over there. Probably teammates on the club level, or at least have interacted there.
Colonials, yeah.
Yep. Pretty good goaltenders walking past us there for BSM. They're going to have a little bit more of a wait than they probably anticipated, though, considering this game is only 4 minutes old.
Yeah, well, that's going to bounce right to Steinberg.
Here's a great question.
Yeah.
Would I eventually would I get faster at getting the gear on? Because I was pretty slow at the first time.
Yes, your first couple times, you're still going to get used to it.
Also, would it be odd if I try to do a public skate session in full gear?
Yeah, that would be odd.
Well, if I'm trying to put it on, it might as well stay on. Right?
Yeah,
right.
True.
I'm just trying to go through all the things. It's not like I'm carrying a stick out there.
To be honest with you, I've seen people wear full gear at public sessions before.
Okay.
No, it's not too often. Don't get me wrong.
Well, it's more of I'm trying to put the stuff on and just trying to go through that process.
This goes around the boards now to the far side of the ice. Stepping up to this one, Luke Zabriskie, number 22.
I can't believe we're able to talk about that right now in this game.
Well, you know what it is
right now early on.
Right.
You know what it is, Sean? I think it's both teams are playing it a little close to the vest to start with, knowing what happened last time, and the referees are probably looking for things. So you're probably going to play a little more conservative anyway, but sometimes that happens. You have a big blow-up, and then the next game, it's the most boring game in history, and nothing really happens. So
That's deflected up into the netting, stopping play with 9:57 to go.
Big Brother's watching.
Sorry about that.
I mean, how many times have we seen a baseball game where there's a brawl, and then the next game, nothing happens at all?
Miners
competitiveness.
Yes.
Miners Trois-Rivières a few years ago.
Yes.
Remember when second baseman, Jay Baum.
Baum ran over at McEachern.
He plows him. All right.
Ran him straight over.
Yeah. Just he slid in, but when he came back up, he just absolutely
he shouldered him.
It was truck stick.
So it was clean body checking.
Well, David Glaud didn't quite like that too much.
Oh, no, he came in there.
He came in and got promptly hog-collared and tossed to the ground. And that, everybody came out for that one. Well, that was put up on socials and everything, and both sides were like, all right, the rivalry will be happening. So much to the point that the Miners, the first game next time out up in Trois-Rivières, they wore their All Blacks. Black jerseys, black pants, black hats, black socks.
Black flag.
The All Blacks, and nothing happened.
Yes, exactly. So that might be why.
Except for Miners win.
So that might be why, Sean, we're seeing a little bit of a slower pace, a little bit of tentativeness here.
For now.
Well, you said it perfectly, for now, because all it's going to take, potentially, again, hopefully the coaches have talked to the players and say, hey, that can't happen again. And, the one big hit doesn't lead to anything, but sometimes the one big hit can lead to everything.
Around the boards and out to center ice. Here into the zone, an onside skate now from Michael Scarpati, number 71. A save made by Max Badu. Out to center, now the other way. Drop. Vikings have themselves a 3-on-3 going in, collected by Christopher Gay, number 14.
Oh, my gosh.
Evan Steinbach lets it go around the boards and then couldn't catch up to that second one. No, it's not that game. You're looking for...
I looked to my left for a second to see Kravchuk.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot how tall that guy is.
6'7" thereabouts.
He's Jamie Alexiak.
Zdeno Chara of the MCSS IHL.
You can look at it that way, huh?
But he is Alexiak's size.
Yeah.
I think Alexiak was 6'7".
You cannot run him over, and if you do, you should be checked for performance-enhancing drugs.
His younger brother's pretty good, big too, isn't he?
Yeah. Jake is not much smaller than him. He's about 6'3", I think.
But they're all seniors, though.
I don't think Jake is.
Oh.
He's back, I think, for a couple more years.
Yeah. Oh. This goes around the boards.
Yeah, Jake's a freshman, according to my list.
What? Me? Huh?
So, yeah, we're going to be seeing some Kravchuk still for Vernon in the next couple seasons.
I thought Evan Jones was the only freshman allowed to be that big.
Nope.
Nope, definitely not.
Onside skate the other way. It's Adam Latornis. He's into the corner, takes a look, wants to throw out in front, but that was cut off. And out will come the Vikings. Pass off the wall. It's going to go too far. Steinbach, and icing is the call with 7 minutes to go in the first period. Gill St. Bernard School is a private, non-sectarian, co-educational college preparatory day school located in the Gladstone section of PPAC Gladstone in New Jersey. Serving students in primary through 12th grade. Visit them online, gsbschool.org.
By the way, Sean, with all the things you're talking about learning about hockey, be thankful you don't have to do what the team to our right is having to do in terms of training. The dreaded wall sit is happening.
I've done those. I've done those before for football.
Oh, that is pain. Especially if you add a plate.
It's not so much pain as it is discomfort. It's not something that your body wants to be doing.
Yes.
And when you do it for a long time,
which is sometimes as long as the coach wants to.
I was pressured to be the one to have to stay up, or else the team was doing runs.
Oh, that's never fun.
Nope. And trust me, I was at the brink. I was at tears at that point. I stayed up though.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one the other way.
Nice defensive play. Good back check by Logan Moat.
Moat makes the defensive play, turns it into offense. Pass goes all the way through. There are some struggling legs going on with that group against the wall.
Yes.
It's a good core workout, but
it's terrible.
And this is why I chose well when I decided to become a golfer.
Core is the worst.
Although I will say the golfers nowadays on the PGA Tour, some of the workouts they do, it's up there with any other athlete.
Right.
It's crazy.
I tell you what, a strong core will probably get you more yardage on the drive.
Yeah, I get a good 265, 270 when I'm on my A game.
I'll say this is on side and around the boards.
Yes.
I'll tell you this one. You strengthen the core, you might get 275, 280.
Well, obviously. Look out.
Here's in a shot up over the bar.
Steinbach. And Steinberg.
Yes. I don't think Steinberg got a piece of it, though. That shot in front, saving a hold on. Evan Steinbach has only been held off the score sheet once this season in terms of goals. And that was in a 9-2 loss to BSM back on the 22nd.
What a pass from Shea.
Yeah.
Imagine doing that, only being off the score sheet one time and not being your team's leading scorer. That's got to be driving you insane. But then again, when you have Dylan Shea on your team, that's going to happen.
That's deflection by Shea. Speaking of, that just goes wide.
That was off of Clark. He hit him, and it redirected in the way that Steinberg was not ready for.
Shea this year has been held scoreless twice, including that 5-2 loss against these two teams on the 15th, 10 days ago.
I don't know where I saw it, but I think it might have been something you posted on Facebook about Wayne Gretzky.
11 days ago. Yes.
Yes. About, what was it, 10 seasons worth, and he was held off the score sheet 15 times total. I mean,
let me go get that.
Could you bring that up for me? Because
that's how you become the all-time scorer in NHL history.
It's honest, like, Wayne Gretzky's good. Obviously, he's Wayne Gretzky, but that kind of stat is ludicrous.
Between 1982-83, and that goes squeaking by. It's the number 7 of Matt Blumenthal throwing in from the blue line. 1-0 Knights.
And the defenseman, actually, it's Porter
Clark. Check that, number 2.
Yeah, Clark leading the line. As we see here, the save again by Steinberg. But that's one where it was just kind of thrown on net, and sometimes that works.
I'll have it. I know I got it. Just give me
the question is where it is.
Oh, I know where it is.
But Porter Clark has turned into a nice little player for Gill St. Bernard's, and a nice chance there. That's one probably Badou would want to have back. Kind of went in a little bit on the softer side, but a goal is a goal if it crosses the goal line.
Here it is. Up, tail end of it.
Yeah, well, that's because of the replay transition.
Wait for it.
There you go.
He's just going to sends it, and you can see it there kind of, I can't tell if it takes a deflection or whether he didn't quite close up the 5-hole early enough on that.
Right.
But sneaks through, and a 1-0 lead for the Knights.
So again, between 82-83 and 85-86, 4 seasons. Only 15 times Wayne Gretzky was held off the sheet.
That's just.
They say it was Clark.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Clark. I initially said it wrong.
He and Blumenthal is similar in terms of build, and the only two of only 3 single digits on the team, the other being at least Kent 2. So
4th goal of the season for Porter Clark. Michael Scarpati and Logan Moat assisting at 10:22. Yeah, but that's just a
yes. Yeah, 4 seasons, 15 times he didn't get a point. That's crazy.
That is 200. That's 320 games.
Just get on Meyer watching Steinbeck skate around there for a moment.
Otherwise, Scarpati's pass up the boards. It does not connect. Then we get a whistle and a penalty, I believe. No, offside.
Offside.
So pace-off will come into neutralized territory with 3:38 to go in the first period. Wallkill Group Incorporated provides several services that are tailored specifically to fit your needs. Whether you're looking for general contracting, construction management, value engineering, or simply some insight, we are here to do the dirty work for you. Visit them today, wallkillgroup.com.
The referee just sent Luke Zabriskie to the bench. Something I think about his equipment or his helmet. So he's either a mouthpiece or a chin guard or something, but he's going to have to leave the ice and go get whatever he needs.
By the book,
Yeah. What did we say? This might be tightly called?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. That's for the players' protection, too.
Yeah. Correct.
Like, all these pieces of equipment are for the players' protection. They should all be wearing them and or have them inserted into their mouths.
Well, that's why the rules are in place.
Yes, and we followed them.
Cross ice, but nice combinations and a nice save made by Steinberg. Devin England turned aside there. Now it's Shea. Wrist shot is going to be gobbled up and held on to by Steinberg.
Great passing play, Brett, as you mentioned. And this is one, again, I wish we had the telestrator tonight, but this is just tremendous. Look how they open up the seam right there in the slot. That's a beautiful passing play. But when you have Alex Steinberg standing in front of you, a good passing play is not enough. An outstanding passing play might, but
that's why this game is as must-watch as it is with this offense.
Yep.
This offense against probably one of the best goaltenders in the conference.
It is quite possible.
Or the state. I'll widen that spectrum for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some more talent coming into the building tomorrow night, by the way, folks, as Morristown Beard, as we know how good they can be, taking on Seton Hall Prep. So there's going to be some skating going on tomorrow.
That's going to be a game.
I wonder if any of the players that I know from the Rockets are going to dress for that one.
Oof. It's chopped off the back of the net there.
He's trying to launch it.
Set in front, a shot, not quite all of it. Another save and a third one's in. Dylan Shea does get this. After a couple of shots by Devin England, he's tied the game at 1.
This is almost the best way of all the ways you can score a goal to get one past Steinberg from what we've seen this year. It's just chaos in front. And it's a great job, by the way, from the number 23 of Devin England, who had the initial shot and then had the presence of mind, you know what, I'm going to try to turn around backhand blind, just put it on goal, force another save, comes right out in front, and we have a tie game.
24th goal of the season for Dylan Shea.
It's a shame that we weren't able to see him play for the Junior Kings when they were around.
Yeah, there's a shot save made and hold on.
He was too young at the time.
Right.
He was still like a freshman or something in high school. And then the year that he would have been really good, COVID. And then this year.
Right. And Shea is currently where for club? Who does he play for?
I
don't know.
I'd have to look that up.
It's not the Kings. I know that. Although if they come back in a couple of years, maybe he might be able to put his age on or something.
I'm not anticipating that.
I mean,
number 27, Dylan Shea. On assist, number 23, Luke Zabriskie.
That kind of sounds like Bob Shepard.
Number 10,
a little bit, yeah.
It's a good thing.
Evan Steinbeck.
Zabriskie gets an assist as well. Back from retrieving his mouthpiece.
It was, there you go.
Steinbeck.
England and Steinbeck the assist.
Oh, okay.
They initially announced Zabriskie, but it's England and Steinbeck on the assist. So Steinbeck on the score sheet again. But keep in mind, it's also he scored a goal in every single game except one, which is crazy.
Yeah. Oh!
Missing the check that time, the number 9 of Elise Cantu. And it sends England the other way. England around, still going around, and then thinks about his options. Still Devin England. Around the net. Centering feed in front intended for Jake Kromchik, and it was turned away. Far side boards, it's England once more. Slap pass into the corner. Now cross ice. It's Christopher Gay with the puck. Takes a look, throws down low. England trying to win the puck still. It's sent around. Now GSB's got possession. In on the forecheck, Jake Kromchik. But stepping away, and now skating it up ice is Porter Clark. He's got the GSB goal in this one. Tries to get it deeper into the Vernon zone. A whistle and a stoppage of play with 22.2 seconds to go in period number 1.
Yeah, it's a hooking call on that skate out by Porter Clark, and he's not one of the fastest skaters in terms of the league, but he has enough where it bothers you as a player where you have to catch up. And right there, not able to catch up was Dylan Shea, decided to hook him, and that will cost him 2 minutes. Now the question is, will the remaining of this power play be on fresh ice or choppy ice?
Well, a beep will tell us that, or a series of them.
Yes.
This puck whipped around the boards to the far side of the ice. Porter Clark's got it. Throws down low. And that puck just slides off the stick of Logan Moat and stays away. Final 7 of the period. Logan Moat behind the net. Trying to look at some options. Christian Moat's got it, and they'll not be able to do anything with it. First period comes to an end. Minute 38 of carryover power play time to take into the second, which it looks like we're doing the second period ice cut here.
Mm-hmm.
So our score after 1 is tied at 1 between Vernon and Gill St. Bernard's here on Mars Sussex Sports.
At CCM, County College of Morris, athletics are on.
CCM baseball.
CCM volleyball.
CCM basketball. Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM's women's soccer. It's on.
9 athletics programs.
CCM softball. It's on.
CCM golf. It's on.
Esports? Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM, County College of Morris. Go Titans!
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts your game? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com, or call or text me at 973-713-5944.
If you've ever been around bad leadership, you know it right away. Find out what it takes to be a great leader in the book Don't Wait, Lead Now by Jim Lord. Filled with real-world experiences and lessons that you can easily apply to your own situation. Don't Wait, Lead Now will help you become a more effective leader, whether in business, family, or life in general. Start your leadership journey and reach your full potential. Learn more and order at don'twaitleadnow.com. That's don'twaitleadnow.com.
Our goal at Reiner Pump Systems has been to provide customers with the best quality pumps and packaged pump systems that have solved their water and wastewater problems. We have been successful at satisfying our customers through honesty, hard work, engineering, fair prices, and outstanding customer service. Our greatest asset are the people dedicated to make Reiner Pump Systems a leader in the water and wastewater marketplace. Reiner Pump Systems started in 1998 as a family-owned business and has grown into one of the most respected pump sales force in the Northeast and now Pacific Northwest. Our success has been nothing short of amazing. We are now considered by most the go-to pump house for replacement pumps, big and small. Reiner Pump Systems.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
I've worked with many mortgage companies over the years, from the big banks where I thought I could get the best, most competitive rate, to the small guys where I thought I'd get more personalized service. And I never thought I could have it both, until I met Family First. Family First gave me the most competitive rates in the market with unmatched service. Their team is incredible. They were always at arm's reach, ready to answer my questions, help me weigh different loan options, and work through some of the most challenging closing situations and timelines. I have to say without a doubt, Family First is the best in the business, and I strongly recommend them if you're looking to finance or refinance your home.
Back here at Menon Arena, as you see Gill St. Bernard's, Alex Steinberg leading his team back on the ice. Get ready for this second period.
That was Wilson, actually.
Oh, it was Wilson that let him out. Okay, that's an interesting one. Here comes Steinberg.
Steinberg taking his time getting out of the locker room.
1-1 after one. Brent Luther, David Hassig, and Sean Bretherick. That period just was a slow period.
Yeah, and again, but there's two ways after a game where you kind of have some incidents and some snarl it can go. One way is the snarl continues and escalates. The other way is that nothing happens whatsoever, and at least for the first period, nothing's happened whatsoever. Right. So we'll see how this goes. Still 1-1, though, and again, this is still a critical game, so at a point, the intensity will pick up for sure. The question is, when is it going to happen?
Here comes Michael Scarpati with the puck. Carryover power play time of another minute 23 and counting. And the Dylan Shea penalty late in that first period. Blue line, backhanded along by the number 80 of Henry Smith. Christian Mote, number 10. Gets back out and then gets a return for a one-timer. Save made. Rebound, score! Michael Scarpati on the backhand. It's 2-1 from that power play goal.
Why do you go to the front of the net? Because rebounds are a thing. And Michael Scarpati, right place, right time. As this is kind of a tough shot there from Mote. Coming in on the post, kind of sits there right in front of Badu.
Just got the left. He had that left pad. He lifted it up just a split second, and that second was when the puck rolled underneath.
That's all it takes is a smidge.
He's not going to want to watch that one back. Let's just say that.
No. But again, that's something that comes with learning the goaltender position. The player down for Vernon.
And we get the whistle and a stoppage of play, and that's Dylan Shea.
I think he took a stick up high maybe accidentally. There was nothing, didn't seem to be any malice.
Well, it doesn't matter. High stick's a high stick.
And it still hurts.
Yeah.
He's trying to get back up, and he's getting to his skates now.
And he'll head back to the bench. Stoppage 58 seconds into the second period, and Shea's not too happy.
He wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yep.
Very much so.
And that is very much a positive in a lot of times, by the way. Could also be a detriment in others, but especially if you go down and you feel that you maybe lost an individual battle, that's going to wear on you a little bit. You know what I mean? That's going to affect you a tiny bit, but just got to recover on the bench and recover on the ice.
assist, number 10, Christian Moat, and number 21, Logan Moat.
Christian and Logan get the assists. Both of them. I'm sorry, no. Christian's got one assist. Logan's got a pair. That goes off the side of the net.
Moat and Moat Corporation.
Yeah, usually the Moats get involved.
You think so?
They're going to be a lot of fun to follow in high school. That's why they're two guys that I've been talking about creative. For some of, especially some of the guys that get talked about a lot, that get featured in like more than one sport.
Yeah.
Like, follow them and see like what they're up to in, at the college level, at least athletically. If there's a way to do that.
Well, they're going to be. It's somewhat easier to do. It's actually going to be. They're both going to Division I to Iona.
Yeah. Right.
For baseball, and by the way, they are both middle infielders. So not only brothers, but a good double play pairing.
Oh my gosh, a second baseman and a shortstop, you say?
Yep. Both middle infielders, according to our GSB insider Eddie McCarthy.
Wonderful.
Don't worry, we'll be doing their baseball. Game score! What a wrist shot by Lucas Brennan, and he's leveled terms at 2 here early in the second.
How about that?
The other way to beat Alex Steinberg, have a shot like that. And it's a beauty from Brennan, who, again, Brennan kind of gets lost in the shuffle behind some of the big names for this Vernon team.
Right.
He's got 7 and 9, at least by my statistics, going into this game. He's got a good offensive flair, and that was a beauty of a snapshot there, and ties it at 2.
Brennan got 8 goals on the season.
Okay.
Now. He had 7 coming in, yes.
The Vernon goal scored at 2:11 in the second period. Number 5.
You've seen the pace pick up a little bit too, Brett.
Brennan unassisted at 2:11. A mere minute and 31 seconds after
penalty.
Gill had made it 2-0.
That's going to be a board or a rough.
Penalty on Vernon.
Probably a rough, my guess.
Well, the
head contact. It could be that too.
Well, he got hit in the boards.
And now there's going to be a discussion.
That's not a play. That's not a play that I want to recapture. Mm-hmm. So no, but it was against the boards, and then the player for Gill that got hit went straight down.
Yep.
So that's an easy one to make right there.
Tyler Hamilton going to the penalty box.
Penalty call comes at 2:38.
So you're just going to have to trust me on when I tell you what happened on that one. If you didn't see it.
No, you're absolutely correct in your assessment there, Sean.
Right now, Gill in possession of the puck.
2 minutes for head contact.
And a head contact penalty was called there.
Tyler Hamilton. That's 2 minutes head contact.
Behind the net, Knights looking to add on here. Vernon doing a good job right now, keeping everything to distance.
It's like number 10 and 21 know exactly what each other is thinking and where they're going to be at
Yeah.
the same time.
I don't know why.
It's crazy.
Huh.
It's got that Adam Apadopoulos, Kyle Garlasco kind of chemistry.
Is in front. That goes just wide, and the rebound will be cleared out.
Look out. One-on-one chance.
Nah, it's broken up.
Porter Clark, beautiful job.
Stayed with it, too.
Yep.
Center ice.
Penalty.
There's a penalty.
That's a trip.
Yep. 56 seconds of 5-on-3 for GSB.
And one of the Vernon players out there not happy with the call, but that is a textbook trip. I mean, there's nothing maybe more obvious than that kind of trip, and rightfully called. As Dylan Shea will sit, and now just about a minute of 5-on-3 for the Knights. They can really stamp their advantage on this game if they can get a couple of good shots here quickly.
3:43 time of the penalty.
3:43 the second period to number 27, Dylan Shea.
Second time Dylan Shea's found himself in the sin bin. Pass fanned on. John
Penalty.
Kromchik, and a penalty the other way.
Cross check.
Yep.
Or is it on Vernon? It's on Vernon
Wow.
again.
Wait, but they had possession and they didn't blow the whistle.
No, they did.
They did.
He didn't get it to the mouth quickly enough, and it's the 14 of Christopher Gay who now goes to the penalty box.
Well,
so Brett, run us through how this works now. Three penalties at the same time, but it stays 5-on-3, obviously.
So what happens is now the number 20, that of Tyler Hamilton, cannot come out of the box. Once his 35 seconds expires, Christopher Gay's 2 minutes will start.
Understood. Christian Conway wanting an explanation from the referee saying, hey, the Gill players are doing stuff too, but how often is it the second guy that gets the call?
It's a crowded penalty box down there for the Vernon Vikings.
Not quite a phone booth yet.
Nope. It's getting there.
For those of you who don't know what a phone booth is, that's why we used to make calls back in the 70s.
Here's a shot, score! And it'll still be 5-on-3. Porter Clark with the drive. So it still is 5-on-3 for a minute 17, 3-2 Knights.
Picture perfect one-timer, Brett, and a beauty from Porter Clark. He gets Badu moving to his right, goes back against the grain, goes to that back post, which exposed itself as he slid across as the natural motion of a goaltender, and it's a beautiful goal from Porter Clark, his second of the night. And like I said, the discipline is going to be a key for both teams in this one, and right now Vernon's lack of discipline is costing them big time.
3-2 the score. As we said,
what? Wrong team is ahead.
Yeah, no.
Well,
when you got all these penalties to worry about.
A quickly filling score sheet.
And number 71, Mike Scarpati.
Scarpati's got a goal in 2.
Christian Mote with the other assist.
Yep, he's got 3. There's a shot save made by Badu. Whistle blows, stoppage of play.
And they're looking for a whistle on the Vernon bench. There was a whistle blown, but for what is the question?
The net's off.
Is it? Or did they call another penalty?
No,
nope, that was off. Okay. But the Vernon coaching staff wondering where the penalty was for that, as a Vernon player was down in front of the net, wondering where the cross-check was on that one. And things are starting to intensify.
Blue line kept there. Christian Mote. He's across to his brother Logan, and then Christian Mote once more. Wrist shot, that's knocked aside.
Oh, wow. Another penalty on Vernon.
Badu, yeah, Badu's going to get a trip.
Wow.
Feed comes all the way back out. I'm surprised that they haven't given the puck yet. If I'm GSB, I'm giving that puck up right away. But they got the extra attacker on, 6-on-3 right now.
He just said let him
there
touch
it is, yeah.
Wow.
And Craig Rossi is not taking any nonsense.
No. And they're giving another penalty. Number 2 is going to serve. Okay, I thought he was giving another because he yelled something about delaying the game.
Penalty, yeah, the penalty was on Badu. That's what the call was.
That is correct. And number 2 was serving, but he was saying something about delaying the game, and I wasn't sure if they were giving an extra 2 for that, but he did not. That was the correct call for the trip, and so the 5-on-3 will continue almost indefinitely here.
Well,
feels like that.
Yeah. This puck gets sent up and all the way down. So again, Dylan Shea cannot come out of the box. He's got to sit in there. See, then there you go.
I like how Dylan Shea said, "No, I'm not."
the players explaining it to the fans here of Vernon of what the situation is.
Right.
According to the clock, yes, I can. According to the referee, no, I cannot.
Well, because you can't change the manpower. Now, also keep in mind, Christopher Gay, now Dylan can go.
There we go.
There's the whistle, stoppage of play. Now Dylan can go across. Now, if play had continued, Christopher Gay would have been able to come out, but not Dylan Shea.
Right, which could lead to mass confusion, and you could tell how that could possibly happen if you had players who don't know the rules, but clearly Dylan Shea knows the rule very, very well.
All 3 of them in the penalty box knew what the rule was.
Yes.
So,
good job there, coordinating and staying in the penalty box. Another offside.
Wow, that one will drive a coach crazy.
That's Larry lackadaisical going across.
Yep.
And you still got 1:29 of power play time, whether it's 5-on-3 or not.
That last one was tough because Badu, as an inexperienced goaltender, just trying to go across this crease to stop the puck, and he waved his stick out there to try to make more coverage, and he caught a skate.
And then on the goal too, he did what he was supposed to do. He just slid a little too far, but again, that's the natural movement of a goaltender. And just got beat going the other direction as that one sent all the way down.
And I'll tell you what, Craig Rossi, as I said, not taking any stick.
No.
No, Dylan Shea was a little bit, he wanted that puck drop faster and kind of slammed his stick down. He's going to have to be careful. The referee's watching him now.
Referee has been watching. It's not just a sudden thing.
No.
And you can see the frustration. Shea has got it in his own end. Nice long pass on his Evan Steinbach. Tried to dip the shoulder instead. Wipes out in the corner.
Vernon again yelling for a call, by the way. Or should I say Gill St. Bernard's that time.
Now, is that an icing or is that something else?
I think that was icing.
Icing.
Yeah, it was icing.
All right. I just double checking.
Yeah.
And the Gill St. Bernard's bench is looking for something. So both coaching staffs not exactly pleased right now. But again, the game has been called well by the officials right now.
Everything that I have seen, it's
been by the book. There's nothing to complain about.
So now they're saying it shouldn't have been icing, so they bring the face-off back out to center.
That's fine.
And again, if there is a mistake made, you correct it.
That gets slugged all the way down.
Oh, Steinberg taken down behind the net. No call.
Yeah, that was
drive-by.
Here's a play around Porter Clark behind the net at the other end.
What did I say about things intensifying?
Uh-huh. I say this as a Vernon resident.
Uh-huh.
They're losing their composure. They're losing their discipline.
And at this point, as a coach, you kind of hope for the intermission. Like right now, there's still another 7 minutes of game time to go.
Badu, and he holds on. It's.
You want me to take it?
No. I say this with my wife on the Board of Education too.
Yes.
But right now it's a tough one.
Yeah, and again, as a coach, when you see this lack of discipline, you almost want to call timeout now, but you want to save that obviously if you have a chance at the end of the game. But at the same time, you're hoping for that intermission to kind of fly and get to it. But still 7 minutes to go for this thing to continue to boil. And at least, though, they are now men up, and no call on that. No call.
Wow.
There's the skate out the other way. Cross-ice pass.
And the Gill fans now not happy.
I thought that was going to be for sure a tripping call.
I was literally about to say, and now that they're back to even strength, and I saw that happen, I'm like, oh, there's the commentator's curse in real time. Look out.
Yeah, break in, save made, and a good one at that by Steinberg.
Shuts down England. Nice play by Steinberg.
Back out to the blue line. The hold, the shot. Save Steinberg off the attempt from Luke Zabriskie, and he holds.
And Vernon trying to get themselves together. And again, this team, we've seen it. When they are cooking on all cylinders, they are one of the best offensive performers in this entire conference. When they're off their game, they are way off their game. And right now, if you're Coach Conway, you're thinking, okay, how do I get my kids back into playing the game and just settle it down? Oh, my.
That didn't go in. No, that got a lot of red iron.
Dylan Shea hit just about the upper 90, about as perfect as you can get it.
In front save made by Steinberg, and he holds.
And he can thank both of his iron friends on that shot because that hit literally right in the bend of the post. And you would think, based on all sorts of sciences, that should go in the net, but it didn't do it. Disc hits round object. Puck does not enter goal.
That goes off of a shin guard and out towards center ice. Players continuing to tie up there, and finally the Knights come away with the puck. Porter Clark lobs one out towards center. That's going to be not a hand pass.
Dropped it down to his own stick, I guess.
I guess his stick, the save made in the hold on. I thought for sure it was going to be a hand pass, but I guess it got his stick first.
Yeah, when he dropped it down, it clipped off his stick a little bit, and that's why it went in forward.
Okay.
Good call. Good non-call, I should say.
Right.
It was very quick and very slight.
I'm fine with that. How about this? Balin Shankman and
Kate
Nikolai are getting their sprints in up at the top level.
Why not?
Well, look at the rest of the BSM team. They're just watching this game. They want to see what happens next. And they will be our evening entertainment.
But they got the right idea up there. They're doing their sprints, then they stop, and then they can watch it from the bird's eye.
Yeah, exactly. Well, goaltenders are often smarter than others. Would you agree, Brett?
Well, we can also say that the female gender is usually the smarter gender too. Well, we can
that's complete agree.
That's
that's a Big Ten.
I'm not gonna deny that one. God only knows I've done some stupid things in my life.
Haven't we all?
The bigger brain. I mean, it's
science.
It's scientifically proven, folks.
Science.
For science.
Doesn't take much. See, they just know. They're looking from the bird's eye view. They can see everything. They can't. Now, the guys on the bottom, they can't.
Guys just want to be up close.
They just want to be up close.
Yeah.
They want to just pound on the boards just in case something happens. That's why they're down there.
They're doing that. In the meantime, up top, Kate and Balin is like, all right, you fools can be down there. Do your thing.
We're going to watch the whole thing happen.
That's blocked off. Throwing towards the net. Nice job by Steinberg to deny. Another shot is blocked off. That taken by, I believe it was Dylan Nasty, number 8. And now it's skating out the other way. Dip in a shoulder. Moat scores! Logan Moat, 4-2 Knights.
Holy Logan, what a beautiful move. Goes all the way down. And
oh, no.
How many end-to-end rushes, though, have we seen? And it's a one-handed backhand, I think, that goes through the wickets.
He shovels it one-handed a la TJ Oshie.
What is it?
Without falling forward.
What isn't the name of that? The French poke or something like that?
Yes, it is.
And he just did that beautifully. That is a nasty, nasty move. Well done, Logan.
That was ridiculous.
Somebody cut that up so we can send it in to the people, please.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
I might be getting on the Facebook page later. Here's a shot that's blocked off.
Maybe talked about on the wrap-up report?
It might be as well, yeah. Now a chance in front. Score! Dylan Shea with a beauty. Posted in 4-3.
I see your backhand and I raise you mine. What a job by Dylan Shea. Oh, and he does the same celebration going to the bench. Oh, boy. But what a shot that was by Dylan Shea. And this has been back and forth all night. One team scores, the other responds. Does this have a playoff atmosphere or what?
Now it does. The first period didn't. 2 goals, 29 seconds apart. And both of them highlight reel varieties.
Yeah. Dang it. Why is the backhand always more exciting? Why is that a thing?
Well, because you don't have total control about where that backhand goes. Sometimes it has a mind of its own.
Certainly looked like he did.
Yeah. When you're able to execute, yeah.
Assist number 10, Eric Steinbeck.
Hey, Steinbeck got a assist.
Yeah, second assist of the game for him.
What a shock. Steinbeck with another point.
Yeah.
Wait, he has both. He has 2 assists?
He has 2 assists.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. That means I get to put 2 assists down on him for the stars of the game?
Are we sure he's going to be one of the stars of the game? There's a lot of hockey to be played right now.
He usually is the star of the game when ESB is involved. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, Vernon. Steinbeck, not Steinberg. Steinbeck.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry.
The Steins are giving me confusion.
Trust me.
No.
Well, you know what that was? You were looking for another goalie point when there was none to give.
Darn it.
That's a dang it. Here's a chance out now. Shea moving in once again. left the puck behind, gathers it back, puts up high, Steinbach missed. And it's off the American flag as it was deflected. 3:09 to go in the second period.
Hit stripe number 4, I believe, on the way up. Not sure which state that represents.
That would be the state number 4.
Yes, so that would be, let's see,
PA?
Delaware, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland?
Jersey's the third state. Jersey's the third state.
Right. No, I wasn't doing any yet.
I'm pretty sure it's Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and then New York. I'm pretty sure. It's either New York or Massachusetts.
Trying to remember my state quarters.
No. That was the believe it or not, that's the Constitution. Yes. Delaware the first state.
Yes.
Pennsylvania the second.
Yep.
Jersey the third. Georgia the fourth.
Huh.
That makes no sense, but okay.
So we hit Georgia with that shot. Off the deflection, of course.
Yes.
Georgia.
And then a week later, it was Connecticut.
Nice.
Taking their time.
Because it came right back up north for whatever reason.
Well, no.
There's got to be something to that, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'll have to look that up later.
Yep. In front, an opportunity is knocked off.
I didn't think I'd have to go back to social studies again.
By the way, leave it to Connecticut to be a week late. That's now been transitioned into their merging skills on highways.
As you do. As you do.
That's hilarious, man.
As you do. Here's Steinbach. Evan Steinbach in the zone. Steinbach dips the shoulder. Still taking a look. And throws behind the net. Dylan Shea going around. Sends one in front of the save made Steinberg, I should say. Now it's my turn.
We got you doing it.
Thanks, Sean.
It's going around the room.
Rebound all the way down. It's going to actually go on goal.
Oh, I think that was going wide, Badou.
You don't take a chance, Badou. Yeah, I'm fine with Badou doing that.
If you're a younger goalie just getting into it, no, just
touch it away. Go that way.
Off of a body and now into the zone. After this, Dylan Nasty. Minute 20 to go here in period number 2. Nasty puts into the near side boards and a penalty call. It'll be against Gill St. Bernard's, a tripping call. And then realizing what was going on, is Paige Brucker going to the penalty box?
Yep.
No, wait.
Trip missed the call. It could have been a hook as well, I think. But, yeah, she just got tied up there along with Porter Clark in amongst the Vernon player, and they had to pick one, and Paige Brucker is the guilty party on this occasion.
Wow.
Power play on for the Vikings, and a dangerous one at that. As this gets sent all the way down.
Oh, no.
Look out.
Here's Christian Mode. Oh, what a save made by Max Badou.
And Badou was caught in two minds here, Brett.
Yep.
Because it was the exact same situation as the last one where he played it on the icing. This time he was like, do I stay, do I go? Didn't touch it and almost paid for it, but what a recovery and what a save by Max Badou.
Last minute to play in the second period.
In the zone, an attempt in front. Nice job there. Engel was trying to get to the front of the net, but he was turned aside. Still loose.
England almost tried in between the legs there, Brett. He tried to go backhand between the legs to score.
Want to thank Gill St. Bernard's, by the way, and their boosters for sponsoring tonight's game. Excellent job that lot does.
Not to mention the Wallkill group.
Yep. But the GSB boosters.
Yes.
Parents there. And we've heard before and again that they want us to come do baseball.
I'm down.
That actually hit. Dylan Shea got his own teammate, and then this one pops up all over the net. And his own teammate just happens to be a 6'7" guy.
He was going to hit him no matter where that shot was going.
Deflected away.
I think there's such thing as a guy that's too big to screen the goalie. Now your teammates can't hit the net because he's covering it too.
Shots on goal in that second period. I didn't even write down the first period. It's 19-13 after 2.
I'll help you with that.
Thank you very much. 4-3 in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. After 2, ice cut coming up here. Third period action a little bit here on Morris Sussex Sports.
At CCM, County College of Morris, athletics are on.
CCM Baseball.
CCM Volleyball.
CCM Basketball. Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM's Women's Soccer. It's on.
9 athletics programs.
CCM Softball. It's on.
CCM Golf. It's on.
Esports? Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM, County College of Morris. Go Titans!
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris District Sports broadcasts your game? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com.
At CCM, County College of Morris, athletics are on.
CCM Baseball.
CCM Volleyball.
CCM Basketball. Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM's Women's Soccer. It's on.
9 athletics programs.
CCM Softball. It's on.
CCM Golf. It's on.
Esports? Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM, County College of Morris. Go Titans!
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than Modern Acupuncture. Modern Acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
If you're not getting the most comfort out of your system, check this out. Like the rest of your neighbors, you want your home to be as comfortable and inviting as possible. It's no surprise with the winter storms around here. The demand for system repairs are way up, which means waiting around for a while for a technician to show up and having to be stuck feeling uncomfortable for a long time. Which is why at ICS, we make sure to service your home quickly and efficiently so you can get back to feeling warm and comfortable again. So if you don't want to spend your winter freezing your butt off, visit our website, icshvac.com.
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris District Sports broadcasts your game? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com, or call or text me at 973-713-5944.
Chairman's Elite Club Loan Officer Midge Vandelinda of Loan Depot is your go-to person for home loans, whether it's a new home mortgage or a refinance of your current home, and she specializes in renovations for those who want to add on and fix up. Because of her extensive knowledge of loan programs, problem-solving skills, and steadfast commitment to customer service, Midge ensures that each borrower receives superior guidance as they pursue one of the most personal investments of their lifetime. Reach out to her today at 973-202-0992 or mvandelinda@loandepot.com.
Hey guys, Pat Laurie here. Just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about Pinnacle Athletic Development. If you haven't heard about it, it's run by Mike Kennedy. He's been doing this for 20 years, best in the business. Trained some of the best, New Jersey high school wrestling athletes.
What's up, guys? This is Charlie Cunningham out of St. Paul Prep, New Jersey. I'm currently a Division III college wrestler, and I want to give a quick shout out to Pinnacle Athletic Development in Parsippany, New Jersey. I just think that training there in and out of season, year round, always kept me ready for any competition. The individualized training that Mike Kennedy provides at Pinnacle really just I don't think can be matched anywhere else.
Hi, my name is Cameron Sands. I've been training at Pinnacle for 2.5 years. I recently just won the New Jersey State Championship, and I would recommend Pinnacle to all the athletes out there.
I was born fast. Parisi made me faster.
I thought I could jump. Parisi brought me to new heights.
I wasn't always quick. Parisi made me lightning fast.
Strength was never my strength. Parisi changed all that.
Cimino & Philippone is a New Jersey-based law firm with offices in Morristown and Hazlitt, devoted to providing quality legal representation and personal attention in the areas of residential and commercial real estate, estate planning, and personal injury. Contact Joe Philippone at 732-203-0060 or by email at jphilippone@cf-lawfirm.com.
Hi, I'm Rob Gusweiler. As the branch manager of our Parsippany location for North Point Bank, I can tell you emphatically that our customers continue to sing our praises. Our community values us as much as we at North Point value our team. Our goal is to always exceed our clients' expectations. If you're just zipping through life and need a helping hand with any of your home buying decisions, please give us a call today.
I've worked with many mortgage companies over the years, from the big banks where I thought I could get the best, most competitive rate, to the small guys where I thought I'd get more personalized service. And I never thought I could have it both, until I met Family First. Family First gave me the most competitive rates in the market with unmatched service. Their team is incredible. They were always at arm's reach, ready to answer my questions, help me weigh different loan options, and work through some of the most challenging closing situations and timelines. I have to say without a doubt, Family First is the best in the business, and I strongly recommend them if you're looking to finance or refinance your home.
Whether you are a trucker or a landscaper, accountant or carpenter, needing workers' compensation, general liability, or commercial auto insurance, Gladstone Coverage Group has you covered. Gladstone Coverage Group is a one-stop agency specializing in many types of insurance, including life, personal, business, and Medicare supplement insurance, as well as employee benefits, serving many communities throughout New Jersey. As an insurance partner protecting you and future generations, contact Tyler Brinson at 908-698-0477 or by email at tylerb@gladstonecoverage.com and tell him Morris Sussex Sports sent you. Rich Latman, realtor with Keeneland Latman, Sotheby's International Realty, enjoys helping clients through the process of selling their home and finding their dream home. Whether you need more space, are a first-time home buyer, or ready to downsize, Rich can help. Rich is a National Association of Realtors Circle of Excellence Award winner and one of the top producers in his area. With Rich, you can always expect expert analysis, excellent service, and exceptional results. For all real estate in Morris and Somerset counties, contact Rich Latman at 908-839-8487 or by email at rlatman@klsir.com.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage, Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
Back here at Menin Arena. Gill St. Bernard School is a private, non-sectarian, coeducational college preparatory day school located in the Gladstone section of PPAC Gladstone. Serving students in primary through 12th grade. Visit them online at gsbschool.com. Today's game also brought to you by Wallkill Group Incorporated. They provide several services that are tailored specifically to fit your needs, whether you're looking for general contracting, construction management, value engineering, or simply some insight. They're here to do the dirty work for you. Visit them today at wallkillgroup.com. And fans, don't forget the commentary continues after the game. If you want to catch some of the highlights from tonight's game or even from the last week of Mars Sussex Sports broadcast, tune in to the wrap-up report. The show features top plays and athletes as well as upcoming previews of the teams to watch out for that weekend coming up. You can check out the local celebrities. George Muha? Yes. Thursdays at 6 p.m., the Mars Sussex Sports wrap-up report. Only here on Mars Sussex Sports.
You could be a local celebrity, Brett. You could be in that category, too. Come on now. You're being too hard on yourself. Being too modest.
I guess, maybe.
With the number of games you call in this ring, you're a local celebrity here. Everybody knows who you are.
Where everybody knows your name.
Where everybody knows.
So, by the way, just to let you know, we were talking about in the second period as the power play continues here for Vernon.
Yes.
You hit the fourth stripe, and that being the fourth state.
Yes.
And Sean's like, there's some backward stuff going on here. Well, so what happened is when the 42 delegates that were still present when the Constitution was finally completed, 39 of them signed it, so there's 3 that didn't.
Look out.
That's turned over, and here goes Christian Moat the other way. Moat shooting in a save made Purdue. Nice save that time. Power play is over as out of box is Paige Brucker. Comes back to full strength. An opportunity and score! Christian Moat found 5-hole. It's 5-3 Knights.
I don't know if he found 5-hole or he just went around him. I think Badu was a little off his angles on this one. Let's take a look. Yeah, it just goes around him. Just finds the back post. And Christian Moat on the score sheet again. He's been busy there today. 5-3 and now a 2-goal advantage. Let's see what how Vernon responds. Still plenty of time.
He's got a goal to go with his 2 assists now. And for Christian Moat, it's his 9th goal of the season. A pair for Porter Clark. You're hearing in the background. Unassisted goal, 58 seconds in. Here is Porter Clark. He's got 2.
Look out.
Turned over. Centered out in front, but not able to get a stick on it. Evan Steinbach. Now in front, Dylan Shea missed. Steinbach in the corner. It's down low, Shea tried to beat out in front, still loose. And then knocked away, and a big battle going on there.
No call on that little shove, the little play.
Play on, and then bull in a China shop, Luke Zabriskie, number 22.
Well, the puck was in the area, so.
Yeah. The sticks and arms were tangled up, and you do what you got to do. Turnaround shot, steer it aside. Now on the side of the net. Porter Clark's got 2. Christian Moat, Logan Moat, Michael Scarpati, the 5 goals for the Knights. A pair out of Dylan Shea, and then 1 from Lucas Brennan, the 3 for the Vikings. Onside skate into the zone, Brennan. Peels out, tried to center a pass. It does get through England. Now down low. Steinbach tried to bank it in off of Steinberg. Now the other way. Logan Moat drops it for Christian. Throws in front of the net, but that's broken up that time by Brennan. Fan past that time, and Zabriskie will try the other side. So yeah, they needed to ratify. The delegates had 6 months to have the Constitution presented back in their home states. And then if the states agreed with it back home, they would send the message back to Philadelphia, and it would be formally. It's not like the actual Constitution had to go everywhere.
Correct.
There are probably copies of it and stuff. Centering pass in front is off the mark.
Badu sent sprawling. He's still down.
Doesn't have his stick. Now he's got it. This puck ends up and out to center.
Nope, kept in.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was watching to see, make sure Badu was all set up there.
Yep. No, just kept it in. I think it was either Blumenthal or Porter Clark.
Now it's up and out to center, and here goes Lucas Brennan the other way. Brennan going around, centering feet in front, but nothing but gray jerseys to collect. 1 stick handle and then a poke check.
Uh-oh.
Here's an opportunity. Kromchik save made. Turnaround rebound off the mark. Jake Kromchik with the opportunity. Blue line wrist shot, save, rebound, sits loose. Still the scramble, and then finally out to center. Vikings have had some chances there.
And they need to get back in this game, but they keep creating chaos like that. They're going to get an opportunity. They'll help with the stanchion that time.
And then a little snow afterwards from Dylan Shea. It was at least to the side of Steinberg.
Which is why there was no reaction from the defenseman there. And don't say snow. We've got enough of that coming Friday into Saturday.
Thanks for reminding me.
Well, don't trust me. I'm the one shoveling it solo, so I'm right there with you.
Shao threw a screen and a reaction save that time by Steinberg. Rim around the boards, gets the stanchion and out to center. The light blue jerseys of West Morris Central now on the glass as they're getting ready for their game that is supposed to start in 5 minutes but will not.
You know what they are? Both teams, BSM over to the left-hand side. They're the people that are waiting for like a court that they reserved, and they're standing on the side, and it's like, I think you'll find we're on in 5 minutes, please. Can we have the court that we reserved? But again, delays in the first game have set off a chain reaction, which has led to delays of the second and the third.
Life in a hockey rink.
Yes. Almost an hour to play the first period between in our first game between Paramus Catholic.
Make sure you get that in there.
Yep. Catholic, not Paramus.
Catholic and Madison.
Yep.
A Madison 6-3 win.
A couple of injury breaks in there, as well as some ice that needed to be taken care of, so lengthen that first period.
Christian Moten, front save made. Scarpati on the doorstep, denied by Badu.
And then the big frame of John Kromchick cleaning out the forwards to make sure, no, don't touch my goalie. But again,
this is a big guy clearing out the front of the net.
When you're 6'7", you can do a lot of things. You may not be able to fit through some doorways, but you can do a lot of other things.
It's.
I saw something like that. I think it was on Instagram. A guy who's, I think, 7'1", put a GoPro on his head to show the perspective. It's kind of scary, but also hilarious at the same time, because he stopped at every door he went to and then just lowered himself like a little like a little elevator thing. It was just like
somebody get on Shaq for that.
Oh, look out!
Turnover in front, and it's gone up into the netting. That almost became a confluence of disastrous events.
Almost a confluence of dang-its there. That puck ended up coming back out in front, and Christopher Gay was waiting for his team to break out the other direction. Little did he know that his teammate had lost the puck off his stick, and it came right out in front of him. He had no idea until the shot was made, but good job by Badu getting a piece of it, and a face-off to neutralize. Actually, he didn't get a piece of it then if it comes up to neutralize.
That would have been.
Oh, man.
Might have had to send that to Steve Dangle.
Can we send him things from, because there are so many hat picks and dang-its from this rink. Can we get homegrown hat picks and dang-its that we can send to him?
We can do our own and just name it something different.
Yeah, but I think if it's good enough, you can send it to him. There's a penalty coming up against Gill St. Bernard's.
There's a shot that nicks the post.
And the Gill fans are not happy about it.
Rising shot is over the crossbar and off glass. Zabriskie beans down low. That's going to be kicked across. Lucas Brennan on it, and there's the touch. Head contact.
Oh, I didn't see it in front, but it must have been a battle between the two. Maybe sticks got a little high or something, because there wasn't a hit in there that we could see. But it will be Porter Clark going to the box for two, and a chance now for Vernon to get back within one.
6:46 the time of the penalty. We had gone 8 minutes without a penalty, and then there's one there. Back out to the blue line, past the cross by Steinbach, manning the point. Wrist shot, same main Steinberg.
That pass was a little behind Christopher Gay. Otherwise, he had a great opportunity.
There's a drive that's blockered or sticked into the net. Stoppage of play.
Number 2, Porter Clark, 2 minutes for head contact. That's 2 minutes head contact.
He does sound a little like Bob Shepard, Sean. He's got some Bob Shepard in him.
Number 2.
Derek Cheetah.
Cheetah. Number 2. The legend. The legend. The voice of God. Here's Logan Moten to the zone, and a nice back check that time by Brennan. Spilling around the boards, cutting that off. The initial time was Michael Scarpati, who's had himself a good game here tonight.
Wasn't there an umpire that was referred to as God or the voice of God or something like that?
I don't know that answer.
I know there's one that's currently in the MLB that's also a preacher. Baptist minister, so.
This gets sent all the way back down.
And you can hear the frustration from the Vernon bench, not moving up fast enough, and then the back pass there offline. Got to be a little bit more crisp when you have these advantages. They haven't come around too often against them.
That and the clock can start for about 30 seconds.
Oh, that'll do it.
I have it here.
See if the officials on the ice notice that with the next stoppage.
It's lobbed up and all the way down. And this is going to go for icing. That pass missed. So all the way down for icing. We'll see.
And the referees are discussing now with the timekeeper. And if you're a Vernon fan, you almost you didn't want that to be noticed. You get a little extra time with the man advantage. But let's see, they're going to go and the referee calling from calm from all sides. It's we have a fan telling them to run the clock, another fan to reset the clock, and this, that, and the other, but they will get things going here. Again, one of the officers of the Regional League, Mr. Rossi down there, is one of our referees. His partner tonight, figuring out the clock situation. As the fans are cycling in for the third game, wondering why that game isn't about to start.
Okay, you know what? That's not bad.
Yep.
That's not bad. I had 6:36. That's fine.
And the Gill fans with an applause to the officials for taking
Except
more
here's the
time
problem.
off.
That
should have been 21 seconds on
there
the
should
penalty.
be 20. There should be 25 seconds left on the power play, and not 31.
Yeesh. Well, it's the reality now.
Around the net this goes. Cross ice passes Zabriskie. Throws one towards goal that hits a shin guard in front. Zabriskie once more. His shot deflected, far side corner. Gathered by Logan Moat. And he'll clear it out to center. It won't matter anyway. Power play is over.
Dylan Shea was looking for the deflections on those shots. He just couldn't connect on them.
Shea into the zone, looking, shooting, knocked down that time by Steinberg. Porter Clark behind the net. Behind the net battle comes out of this. Good job by Porter Clark. Continuing to keep possession of the puck. Shea gives him a rough ride and a second one. Porter Clark doesn't respond. It's now in a high slot shot is knocked aside by Steinberg. And the rebound not out of the zone yet. A lot of zonal pressure, but Vernon, just aside from that one shot, nothing much else.
What a great job by Porter Clark, sending two Vernon Vikings back and forth. And again, he's only a sophomore. His skating is going to get even better as he gets a couple more years of experience. And a penalty.
Whistle, penalty.
Or is it an injury?
Either one. Dylan Shea's down the ice.
No, there was no arm up, and Shea's not happy with the non-call. And he's smartly going to the bench, and intercepting the official is Lucas Brennan to try to take him away from the situation. That's a veteran move right there.
Yeah, but I don't think he was going to go.
If he said the magic word,
yeah,
he would have
said
gone.
a magic word.
But I could hear a little bit there of the officials talking about it, and the legs were intertwined, is what he said, and so that's why both players went to the ice.
Right.
Hard to see from our angle with the boards where they are, but he's closer. We'll take their word for it.
Devin England into the zone. Trying to make a move. Has to go around the net some more. It's checked by Porter Clark on the play. Still Devin England. Takes a look. Feeds back to the blue line. Glove down for a hurried shot by Christopher Gain. It's blocked aside. And out come the Knights. 2 goals to the good. 4:35 to go, third period. Battle in the corner some more. Still worked out to the blue line. Now the Knights looking to set up. There's a shot. Save made by Du, and he holds.
Christian Moat giving a rough ride into the corner. He's a little bit shaken up after that hit, but he looks to be okay.
See what's going on here. A little bit extra confusion.
Looks like it might have been the cage came loose a little bit too for Christian Moat.
Yeah.
Got to make sure that's attached. As the West Morris fans are starting to file their way in. Should be an entertaining nightcap.
Yeah.
BSM taking on West Morris Central. Could be a division opponents next season.
That is a penalty.
And that's beautifully drawn. Great job by Steinbach. He forced his way in and forced Porter Clark to make a choice. Either let him go and leave your goaltender exposed or take the penalty for the hold. And he's going to take the penalty for the hold. That's a great play, though, by Steinbach.
I thought it was interference.
Nope, that's a hold. The signal was a hold.
Yeah, he held on to him. I can definitely buy that.
Could have been either one, to be fair. And a timeout for Vernon.
4:04 to go in the third period.
Do you pull the goalie this early?
No.
I've seen some coaches do it, though.
Right.
Mostly the NHL, though, you're starting to see that become a theme of, 4 minutes, 3:30 maybe left in the game if you're down a couple goals. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's a possibility here. And especially with the offensive firepower of Vernon, get an extra blade out there to try to score 2 goals. It's not a bad thought.
I agree with that. That's that part of it, but I think by logic, I think you probably go because of that exact reason.
Right.
With your offense.
Well, let's go to.
You would keep the goaltender because, honestly, maybe if it was 2 minutes 04, yes.
Yeah.
4:04, I think you take your chances, keep the goaltender in the net, and let the offense handle its business. It's a good offense. I mean, doesn't need an extra person, right?
Right.
For most cases, I mean, yeah, you like to have 6, but you also don't want to have an empty net.
Well, let's go to the coach's corner, Brett. You're a former coach. What would your decision be in this situation?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. 4:04. Not yet. You're down to.
Maybe a minute?
I'd be looking at the 2-minute mark.
Okay. Even down 2 goals.
Basically, what I was just saying.
Okay. In other words, he's agreeing with me. He's agreeing with me, Dave.
Well, I just said it.
Wait, did you just refer yourself in the third person?
No, he said.
Dave didn't do that.
He said. Oh, boy.
You left it open.
Shot, save made, rebound loose. Everybody's sliding in. Let's go canoeing, folks.
Brennan was in Steinberg's lap. What would you like for Christmas, young boy? I mean, that's what it looked like.
Yeah.
If I knew the line from Christmas Story, I'd say it.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Ho, ho, ho. That line I know.
Collision there and an extra shove by Shea.
But you can't do that if you're Vernon. This is, again, the discipline thing. You're up a man. You cannot get into a shoving match right now.
And Logan Moat applauded afterwards. He's like, attaboy.
That wasn't an applause. I'll tell you what that was later.
Aha.
Well,
he didn't put his hands together. He did something with his hands, though.
Aha.
That looked like clapping to me. Shea keeps in. His shot broken up. Goes out to the blue line again. Another Shea keep. That gets glass. Brennan. Right down low. Shot hit the side of the net. Devin England that time, and it's cleared all the way down.
But again, that's the kind of thing that Vernon's gotten in trouble with in games the last couple weeks. You're still in this game. It's a 2-goal contest with 4 minutes. We've seen goals scored in 10 seconds. You cannot get yourself into a 4-on-4 situation and get into penalty trouble.
Into the zone, a shot that goes wide. Here's another drive that's kicked out in front and backhanded out of the zone. 28 to go on the power play. Back for the puck now is Evan Steinbach. Goes up the boards and out to center. And in comes the number 23 of Devin England. Centered in front and a save made by Steinberg off the one-timer from Shea.
Oh, my gosh.
Fantastic from Steinberg.
How did he even see that? Maybe he didn't.
Penalty.
And it's going to be against the Knights. And now, here we go. Fans are now starting to shout across the arena at each other.
Here we go. And again, this is from the incidents of the last game. It's carried over everywhere as Logan Moat goes to the box. And what was definitely a 2-minute minor, but the question is, was it retaliatory or not? Doesn't matter. It's what the referee sees, and that was certainly 2 minutes. Fortunately, though, for Gill St. Bernard's, it's only going to be 5-on-3 for 4 seconds.
Puck faced off, goes into the corner. There's a shot, save made, and the rebound is somewhere.
Section 19, Brett.
Okay.
Now,
You'll see the kids go into it right now.
Yes.
But it's not a.
Mine.
No, it's not one of those. It's a simple collection. Now I'm surprised Badou's not out of the net, though. You got a power play for the rest, pretty much the rest of the game.
Now I'm surprised. Now I'd be pulling him now. A deflection in front, save made, rebound loose, and a whistle.
Oh, referee lost sight of it.
Yep.
But still, you got most of the game here. If you're Vernon with the power play, you can have a 2-man advantage if you want it, and Coach
Conway opting not to pull just yet.
Yeah.
There's a takedown up high, knockdown more like. Cross ice pass. Wrist shot at high, save made off the throat protector.
That's 2 minutes interference.
Interference, the call officially on Logan Moat.
This could be just one of those coach philosophy things where you don't do it down 2.
Yeah.
Do it down 1.
It's possible, yeah.
Or that maybe they're waiting for an actual setup instead of just a face-off to get the offense ready to go before you make that decision.
Here, weaving his way through, and a high-rising shot by Steinbach.
That hit the crossbar.
Clipped it.
And made a right turn and down.
Here's another shot save made by Steinberg into the corner. Now off goes Badou. Extra attacker is on as this puck gets sent all the way down.
And, of course, no icing with the man advantage, so Gill can just send it all down all day long.
Skate into the zone onside. Drop pass by Christopher Gay. Here's a wrist shot save made. Rebound battled for. Top of the crease. Still loose and then finally covered.
Oh, and it was loose for a split second. There was a chance for Vernon, but too much chaos, and they couldn't get a clean poke in at the goal. And time is now the enemy of the Vernon Vikings, as an extra stick has been claimed.
Oh, hey, here you go, buddy.
Out shooting the Knights 39-18 of the Vikings.
And that'll raise the frustration level even more. They've dominated this game, and they know it, and a timeout from Gill just to settle things down here, I think.
And yet it is 5-3. We were 4-3 after 2. Gill has the only shot in this third period, but with the timeout, he once again lets us thank Gill St. Bernard's. The school is a private, non-sectarian, coeducational college preparatory day school located in the Gladstone section of PPAC Gladstone here in New Jersey. Serving students in primary through 12th grade. Visit them online at gspschool.org. I want to also thank the Wallkill Group Incorporated. They provide several services that are tailored specifically to fit your needs. Whether you're looking for general contracting, construction management, value engineering, or simply some insight, they are here to do the dirty work for you. Visit them today, wallkillgroup.com. Of course, don't forget to catch the wrap-up report every Thursday night at 6 p.m. right here on Mars Sussex Sports. Don't forget that if you like this game, click the like button, please. And also, while you're at it, might as well subscribe. Also, click the notification bell so that you're notified every time we go live. And with COVID around and it's hindering performances in other places, now's about a good time as any to give us a call to get us on your schedule.
What happened?
Extra penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wow.
I'm not sure against who, whether it was Logan Moat or somebody on the bench of the coaching staff, but an unsportsmanlike to Porter Clark, who will serve it, is now 6-on-3, but it's out of the zone.
So that penalty came as we get a whistle. Wow.
The clock runs down another 5 or 6 seconds at least.
It's just,
my goodness, a comedy of errors.
35 or 36.
I mean, at this point, you just hold it where it is for 5 seconds. There's no point in resetting 2 power plays on top of the clock. And we have differing opinions on what time should be up there.
38's fine.
Not 380.
Not 380. 38. Oh, my goodness. Another rough night in scores. There we go.
Now, here's part of the problem.
The penalty clocks are still down at the regular time. Oh, boy.
Now they're waiting it, letting it go.
Wow.
Now they're going. Yeah, that's why they had the clock. That's why they had that going. To let the penalty time stay away.
Tell that to the fans and parents at Gill St. Bernard's.
Here's a wrist shot that goes wide. And all the way down. No icing on this one. Just craziness here. Out of the box is Moat. In the zone, a sharp angle shot is off the mark. So through all the craziness, Gill St. Bernard's is going to sweep this season series.
Oh, hello, look out.
A little bit of a push and shove afterwards.
And some face washing. Referees telling him to leave it. And again, the referees do have the distinction of ending a game early if they feel it's getting out of hand. And with 2.2 and a 2-goal deficit, that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah. So we will get one last face-off here.
Mm-hmm. The referees, I think, are discussing whether or not this game should end right here. Nope, it's a penalty on Vernon, and I think it might be an ejection. I saw the thumb.
Right, hold on. See if we can pick it up.
Are they correcting the clock? What's going on here now?
They might just let it run. Why do you think Steinberg's out of his crease?
I think this game is over.
And they will. They run it, and that's the end of it. And Gill St. Bernard's comes up with the 5-3 win, and they sweep the season series. And now, of course, both officials staying closely by.
Yes, they are.
For this one.
Yeah. Well,
they usually stand there anyway, but in this particular case, a little more so.
I think they're fine.
I would imagine they'll be fine.
They're all good. I have a suspicious feeling that everything's fine. It's just a little, competitive juices. Game's over now. Everything stops.
It does. Everybody shaking hands, and that ends this one. What a game in this. Vernon threw everything they could in that third period at Gill St. Bernard's, but the Knights hold on for the 5-3 win. Back after this with 3 stars here on Morris Sussex Sports.
At CCM, County College of Morris, athletics are on.
CCM baseball.
CCM volleyball.
CCM basketball. Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM's women's soccer. It's on.
9 athletics programs.
CCM softball. It's on.
CCM golf. It's on.
Esports? Oh yeah, it's on.
CCM, County College of Morris. Go Titans!
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than modern acupuncture. Modern acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
If you're not getting the most comfort out of your system, check this out. Like the rest of your neighbors, you want your home to be as comfortable and inviting as possible. It's no surprise with the winter storms around here. The demand for system repairs are way up, which means waiting around for a while for a technician to show up and having to be stuck feeling uncomfortable for a long time. Which is why at ICS, we make sure to service your home quickly and efficiently so you can get back to feeling warm and comfortable again. So if you don't want to spend your winter freezing your butt off, visit our website, icshvac.com.
Hey, don't you just love it when...
It's time for our X-Hockey Products Pro... turn that one down. X-Hockey Products Pro Shop and DiscountHockey.com. 3 stars of the game. Our third star tonight, having 2 goals. Honorable mention before I get to that. Honorable mention, Christian Mote had a goal and 2 assists. Logan Mote had a good night as well. A 3-assist night for Evan Steinbach. Third star, though, Dylan Shea with a pair of goals from Vernon. He gets star number 3. Second star, Porter Clark. He also had 2 goals in this contest. He gets star number 2. But our first star, 36 saves, including 20 of 20 in the third period. Alex Steinberg gets our number 1 star. That's our X-Hockey Products Pro Shop and DiscountHockey.com. 3 stars of the game. They are proud to support New Jersey high school hockey, from sharpenings and repairs to custom uniforms and apparel. They're your trusted local supplier. If you can't find what you need in the store, DiscountHockey.com ships in 1 day to New Jersey. Your final thoughts, sir?
Well, that first period certainly was a tease for what was going to come up in that game, wasn't it? And we kind of knew at a certain point things were going to get to a bit of a high, but number 1, credit to the officials for keeping this one in check.
Yep.
Number 2, credit to Alex Steinberg for being an absolute wall in that third period, as you mentioned.
Yep.
And it came down to discipline. Gill St. Bernard's overall was the more disciplined team. They got a couple power play goals out of it. They win the game 5-3, and now they are above the playoff line. They are into 4th. Vernon slips to 5th. There's plenty of time and plenty of league games left to go for both teams. But right now, Gill controls their own destiny.
Gill, their last 3 league games, a pair back-to-back against Mahoha, and then Montville to finish the season. For Vernon, they get Westmar Central Park Regional remaining on their docket. They only have 2, apparently. They're missing one somewhere. But we'll figure out when that is. But either way, the final score here is in favor of Gill St. Bernard's by a 5-3 count. Thanks to all the crew here and abroad, if you will, for their contributions to the broadcast tonight. From my broadcast partners, Sean Broderick and David Hassagen, I'm Brett Luther. 5-3 the final score, Gill over Vernon. We'll catch you for a nightcap between Westmar Central and BSM. Coming up in about 15 minutes here on Mars Sussex Sports. You strengthen the core, you might get 275, 280.
Well, obviously. Look out.
Here's in a shot up over the bar.
Steinberg.
Stop between 1982-83. And that goes squeaking by. It's the number 7 of Matt Blumenthal through.
They should all be wearing them and or have them inserted into their mouths.
Well, that's why the rules are in place.
Yes. And we followed them.
Cross ice, but nice combinations and a nice save made by Steinberg.
Trying to launch it.
Set in front, a shot, not quite all of it. Another save and a third one's in. Dylan Shea does get this after a couple of shots by Devin England. He's back out and then gets a return for a one-timer. Save made. Rebound, score! Michael Scarpati on the backhand. It's 2-1.
Insider Eddie McCarthy.
Wonderful.
Don't worry, we'll be doing their baseball. Game score! What a wrist shot by Lucas Brennan. And he's leveled terms at 2.
He used to make calls back in the 70s.
There's a shot, score! And it'll still be 5-on-3. Porter Clark with the drive. So Bellino's still nasty number 8. And now skate out the other way. Dipping a shoulder. Moat scores! It might be as well, yeah. Now a chance in front. Score! Dylan Shea with a beauty. Posted. And throws behind the net. Dylan Shea going around, sends one in front of the save made Steinberg, I should say. Now it's my turn. Vikings, and a dangerous one at that. This gets sent all the way down.
Oh, no. Look out.
Here's Christian Moat. Oh, what a save made by Max Padu. Back to full strength. An opportunity and score! Christian Moat found 5-hole. It's 5-3. Gain into the zone, Brennan. Heels out, tried to center a pass. It does get through. England now down low. Steinbach tried to bank it in.
Lengthen that first period.
Christian Moat in front, save made. Scarpati on the doorstep, denied by Padu.
And then the big frame. Oh, look out!
Turnover in front, and it's gone up into the netting. That almost became now is Evan Steinbach. Goes up the boards and out to center, and in comes the number 23 of Devin England. Sent it in front, and a save made by Steinberg off the one-time.